what changed for you all from the first half to the second half, and then also what happened with the technical foul?
We gave ourselves I would say C-. They actually gave themselves a D. I said, well, I don't think we're that bad in that first half. But they turned it around to an A. I just felt like New York, apparently Johannes really likes to play against us. She hits tough ones. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, like Jose Alvarado, like La Bamba from Spain, shooting a one-legged three. Like, I'm just a huge fan, other than when she's playing us. But we just felt like we could do some things better. I thought they played a pretty good first half. I didn't like our defense in the first half. So we just kind of amped up our defense, locked in, and just tried to stay solid.
Becky, next question, third row to your left.
Hey Becky, Jackie Young, obviously a career high, playoff career high today, but her defense against Sab, and then as you moved her around, what impressed you the most about her defensively today?
She's been impressive all year defensively. Should have been on one of those teams. Just locked in. I just kind of challenged her because I thought Saab over the course of the 5 games that we had played, that she's been ridiculous. So just challenged her to take that head on, and they like challenges.
We'll pause for a moment.
I mean, huge. Game ones are very, very huge when you're playing in a series. The away team normally comes in and wants to steal it. I mean, it's one of the games that you got to come up with. So I think for us to kind of weather the storm and go through a little adversity and kind of shake the rest off and still get the win, it was really big for us. So obviously we still have a lot of stuff to grow and learn from, but it's definitely a big win.
Next question, standing to your right.
Two, if I may, one for Becky, one for Asia. To go back to Jackie, before the game in your pregame presser, you had said, someone asked you about an X factor, and you felt that Jackie was on the brink of possibly having a big series. Her overall game, is she a game changer for you? Can she be?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, she's somebody who, going into this season, I wanted her, kind of baby Braun mode. She's really taking the challenge of getting downhill. She's strong. She absorbs a lot of contact. Like Braun, she doesn't look like she's getting hit, and she's getting hit, but she just absorbs it. But I thought our guard play, especially, it's kind of like Jackie and KP are doing this really hard work, and then the ball goes into Chelsea, and then it's just dicing everything. So it's kind of, it was a really nice combination. The three of them, our trio of guards, I thought were pretty ridiculous overall. And then taking care of the paint, we know Asia, Kia, and AC are going to have their hands full kind of with JJ and Stewie. So we're kind of taking them in chunks. It's the only way how do you deal with it? One night at a time. Or invite your friends. So we invited our friends.
Next question, first row to your left.
You mentioned LeBron. LeBron was there, and there was a lot of focus on your shoes, which were incredible to require. But I kept thinking the best player in the league should have her own shoe, not just about shoes.
You think?
Yes. Right? I want to get your thoughts on that.
You don't need my thoughts. You already know my thoughts.
But that's how young kids, when you're a fan of LeBron, you're a fan of Asia. I'd love to get your thoughts on that.
She needs her own shoe. Let me answer that. She is the two-time MVP. I'll toot her horn because she won't. Olympic gold medalist, best defensive player, 2 years running. Her team, stop.
In due time, we'll see what goes on. But in due time, I feel like we're gonna get something shaking, moving and shaking. But I'm blessed to be able just to have my name in that conversation. A lot of people don't get a lot of signature shoes, So, and for people to say and demanding that I get one, I'm blessed to be in that situation. So, due time we'll see. Until then, I'm gonna rock these LeBron 21s to the heel fall off.
And Asia, real quick about LeBron being there. He was there to see you.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I mean, it's all love. It's all love. Bron has always been supportive of me. Ever since I was in college, he would always just kind of be in my ear in some cases. We have a great relationship, friendship, bond, however y'all want to say it. But it's pretty cool to just kind of see the mutual respect that we have in one another. We get hit with a lot of crap on the internet from a lot of really, really bad-minded people. So be able to have someone's favorite player still reach out and still support, it's so key. So always shout out to all the guys coming out to support us. We try to reciprocate it any way that we can, but yeah, I mean, we like to see good basketball here. Come to a WNBA game.
Next question, the last row to your right.
You guys had a sellout crowd today and have led the league in home attendance all year long. What's it been like to have that level of support, and how do you feed off of that when you're in the game?
Oh man, our Vegas fans have really showed up for us, and you know, Vegas appreciates winning, and this city has really rallied around this team, even before last year's championship, you know. So it's just so cool to see, and not only are they selling out, but they're interactive, they're booing, they're cheering, they're barking, they're such a part of it, and it's just so cool to see the growth of the game, and you know, we're gonna need them. You know, this is gonna be a tough series, and you know, they really help us. We feed off their energy, and tonight was tremendous.
Next question, third row to your left.
Hi, Kelsey. You were right here.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see.
You know, you started getting, going early, and you just kept getting to your spots and just aggressive all game. What was like the mentality just, throughout the entire game, just putting pressure on the Liberty defense?
Yeah, I think I'll play like this if it's a pickup game or in the finals. I feel like I try to change my speeds, but overall, mentally, I usually just have one speed. And for me, I'm just grateful to be in this opportunity to play back in the finals. Like, I think you think you're going to get here every year as a player, and that's not the case. And so I understand the gravity of this moment, and I understand that, it takes a full team effort for 40 minutes. And so me putting pressure on the rim really helps my teammates. I might not get the ball every time, but I know that I'm opening up lanes and opportunities for other people. So whether I'm cutting or getting downhill or whatever the case may be, staying aggressive is helpful for our team.
Thank you.
Third row to your left.
KP,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is like your second turn.
Kelsey came up after I got my turn. Real quick, Kelsey, you were
That's home cooking people right there. That's home cooking.
KP, you're 9 of 12 on 2-pointers today. Got a lot of penetration in the paint, attacking the basket. Just what was working for you and allowing you to get to the rim?
I think that our ball movement was really helpful. I think that, me just trying to move without the ball. And then obviously when we get stops and we're able to run, the defense can't get set. And so lanes open up, right? I also just think that sometimes you mentally it's me and you, and it's a foot race to the block, and that's what I train for. I'm trying to win. So, I know that game 2, they are not going to let me get there. But that's what Sandy is. She's a great coach, and there'll be adjustments made, and they're great players, and we're in a war.
Next question, standing to your right.
Asia, back to LeBron, and then also with CP. At halftime, you came out and it looked like you were getting a little pep talk from LeBron, and you were on the bench at one point. We saw a video that went on Twitter that CP in your ear. You gotta listen to Becky. You're listening to your assistant. You're everything going on. But when you're listening to them, what can you share with what they're telling you, what they're in your ear about?
It's a little bit of everything, but the biggest thing that I can share, or should I be like Papa said, that's family business.
Yeah, family business.
It really is family business, but it ain't nothing that I've never heard before. But it really is family business, and they tell me that's pretty much it.
2 more questions from in the room. Third row center.
Kelsey, Tom Brady was in the house tonight, and I'm genuinely curious what it will take to get him barking on the big screen.
My mom's gonna kill me if I say this. I looked at him and I said, "It's about effing time you shut up." But what I love about him is he just was like, "You already know." But no, that's not a goal for me, this series. And just super excited for his investment in our franchise and understanding what that means for us in the growth of not just us, but the league, and putting eyes on us. And so, you know, I joke around, but man, like it's been really it's been awesome to have him. And I know he cares, and he has daughters and nieces that, you know, play women's sports, and so he understands the investment that it takes, so it's cool to be a part of.
Next question, third row to your right.
Asia and Kelsey, what did you feel like was the biggest adjustment or effort on the defensive end that really made a difference in the second half? I mean, Sandy said she thought that was some of the best defense you guys have played all year.
We just did it. I don't think we lost all the pressure. Everything was just off of our shoulders because we knew what was at stake. So I don't think we created any crazy scheme. We just went out there and took care. Like, we just did our job. And Becky always tells us if everyone's doing their job at the same time, we're good in that space. And I think you saw a matter of all five of us like, okay, playing them honest because they have great players, a lot of weapons. You just got to play them honest, and I think we did that. And yeah, of course, shots gonna go in. Yeah, we may have a little slippage, but the get back factor of like, no, all right, let's step up. So we just went out there and did it. It was just kind of our mindset of just doing it.
We're going to turn to Zoom for 2 questions. We're going to go to Howard and then Matthew. Howard.
Thank you, guys. Congrats on the win. Kelsey, Becky, Asia, for all three of you. Back in 2018, Muffet McGraw said that Jackie Young had a chance to be the best player in Notre Dame history. On the heels of another performance like this, I'm wondering if all three of you believe that she is, in fact, the best player in Notre Dame history. I know that's a lot of good company.
A lot of good company. Jackie's my favorite. Jackie's my favorite fighting Irish person.
I mean, I don't know how to answer
But they
that.
got some good guards. Like, when you talk about Notre Dame, I feel like that's guard you. Like, they have, like, she has, I don't know what, but they have just, they're pro-ready. They're really pro-ready when they come into this league, when I have to defend against them. But when you're talking about guards at Notre Dame, they're always ready. They're coming in. They're hard workers. So obviously, I'm going to be biased and say Jackie's my favorite. But I think she's definitely going to be, if she ever graduates, she'll definitely be in And I would say that if Jackie was in the room, by the way, just so everybody knows that. But no, she's definitely a Hall of Famer for Notre Dame, for sure, for women's basketball in my book.
I think Jackie's just scratching the surface
Facts.
of how great she could be. You know, it's funny, I asked my staff the other day, who do I coach the hardest? Unanimous was Plum. One was Plum, and then Chelsea and Asia. And Jackie, they're like, Jackie makes a mistake. I'm like, I just can't be mad at the girl. Like, she looks at me, and I'm like,
That's nice.
but she does so many things that help you win the game, too. Not that you guys don't, of course you do.
No, it's okay.
We need all of you. But anyways, she's just one of those people that just keeps her nose to the ground. And, you know, I've just encouraged her to be, like, aggressive, whatever that means. You know, she's a great decision maker. She's a big, strong guard that has defense first. And, you know, I told her, too, I said, you know, I was disappointed for her that she wasn't on one of those teams, because if you go back and you look at our games, go see what cuffs she put on. I can only remember maybe 4 or 5 times where somebody got off, you know, a perimeter player got off on her. So, you know, out of 40 games, I'll take that.
Thank you, guys. The last question from Zoom, we'll go to Matthew.
Hi ladies, congrats on the win. I kind of want to jump off that question for Asia. There was a video that came out pregame on social where you guys wrote letters to each other, and you wrote a letter to Jackie and you used some words that I'm not going to repeat, but it's someone obviously you've talked about in the past as being your dog, right? You Jackie's the one you want to ride with, and just when she has a game like this, how much do you think you have confidence in her, and just to see her growth, how much does a game like this show not only you, but show the rest of the league and the world?
Yeah, I mean, Jackie was my rookie. She's my baby sister that I never wanted, but I love her to death, and I'm going to make sure that I am pulling that confidence out of her. Jackie like a little shy. She kind of likes to beat around bushes, but I'm like, absolutely not. That's not you. I know you have it in you, and I love pulling it out of her because when you see that, you get the best Jackie. And I always told her, like, people raised an eyebrow at us when we drafted her #1. Everyone's like, wait a minute, what? And I was like, you need to prove every single night that you were the #1 draft pick. Every single night. And I don't care if I have to talk to her crazy. I don't care if I have to talk to her nicely. At the end of the day, I'm going to make sure that I can hold her accountable. One, because I know she's going to do the same for me. But two, because that's what we draft. Like, that's who we need every single night. It's not going to be me to win the whole final. It's not going to be us sitting up here. It's going to be little things. And one of those little things can come from Jackie. So at the end of the day, I just want her to feel as comfortable but also uncomfortable as possible. Because that's how we win.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, yo.